Hello, welcome back to Bada. My name's Beast. Today I'm back with Kinkoi Golden Time, which I will, by the way, be playing the final 3 appends today. You may be wondering, why 3? There's only 2 currently on screen that haven't played. Well, literally after beating these 2, I will just close the game and quickly install the R18 patch for Ayaka's append. So, yeah. Also, very important information. For those who took a look in the community tab already saw it, but I have made a backup account, a backup channel for the case that strike things happen again. So people who don't want to be confused as fuck when when this channel eventually just vanishes into thin air, please go ahead and subscribe to that. It's currently called Barbarian Beast 2 Electric Boogaloo. So yeah, like I said, the link is in the community post, but I'll also put it in the description here if I remember. If I don't put it in the description, please remind me. Either way, like I said, let's just head right into it. Let's start with Akane and then go Sylvia. Or actually, no, let's start Sylvia, because why the fuck not? What is a sunset? I don't think that's that difficult of a question, buddy. Sky during twilight, where it is dyed in a burning bright red. Supposedly, it's due to the angle of incidence with the sun's ray close to the horizon, causing them to collide with the atmosphere for an extended time frame. Due to the properties of light, it is a nearly red hue. Oh, you knew that?
Oh.なんだその舌打ちは。聞くまでもねえか。どうせお前のことだから、今日その豆知識聞いて誰かに言いたくなったってとこだろ。
You can tell.
10年前もそんな顔して、そうま知ってるか？メロンパンにはメロンは使われてないんだぜとか言ってた。
It's just about perfect time now. We headed up to the top of the usual water tank.
お前、ここに来るの久しぶりだよな。
You know what? Fuck it. Just confuse people. Yeah. Yeah, this is the first time this year.
ほーん。外交官になるための勉強はお忙しいようで。
It's rough. I was frantically trying to cram about 12 years worth of information into my head over the next year and a half after all.
まあでも頑張れ。お前が選んだ道だ。
Yeah. That had been 1 month since Sylvia and I had gotten together and become an official couple. These days, I had been engrossed in studying on a daily basis. I was determined to become a sortilege diplomat and someone who could confidently stand by Sylvie's side. To that end, I was hoping my efforts would land me a position at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. I wouldn't be up to the task with subpar grades. For the time being, I was in the process of studying like a madman to get into a university that would allow me to dabble in government service. Whoa, I'm studying.
なあ、疑問なんだけどさ。シルビーとは相思相愛なんだし。ならもう外交官にこだわる必要なくね？
We posed that random question on our way back to the dorm.
シルビーのことだから身分がどうのは気にしないだろう。相思相愛になった以上、お前はもうこの学校を卒業すれば、自動的に王女のお相手ってことで OK なんじゃね？
Except no, because she would get constant criticism over her choice of partner. If he didn't at least put in the fucking effort. Like, if they saw he's just sitting on his fucking laurels, quote unquote, after landing himself the princess, it would immediately call his character into question. Nah, don't say stuff like that to me. She wasn't wrong, as there wasn't a need to fixate on social status now that we were officially dating. According to that grandfatherly knight, we could just get married once Sylvie finished her general education. He had told me that as a princess's partner, I could choose a suitable position of my choice in the knights. While that did mean there wouldn't be any issue with me marrying Sylvie, even without going to the effort of becoming a diplomat, my pride won't allow it. We could get married to Sylvie without putting in any effort, but I want to consider that as an option. Was it a possibility? Sure. It would be incredibly lame of me. Don't do it, and I've been pretending the option doesn't exist. Please don't tempt me if that idea sinks in, especially while I'm studying, that I'm royally screwed.
そっか。すまん。
Ah boy, hold on, someone just knocked. Sorry, me mum came in here looking for something, and because I had to wait a little bit, I said get some ice cream, but she's already done, and I wasn't finished yet, so I guess you'll just have to watch me eat this now. What's up?
なんでもない。そういや、そのシルビーは
She's in Hawaii right now?
ハワ。遠いな。
Hawaii, very far. Oh, because he went Hawa in the first place. Don't be mad.
いや、とうとう頭おかしくなったかと思って焦っただけで、怒ってるわけじゃないけど。でも何？ハワイってあのハワイ？
Yep, that's the one.
カメハメハのハワイ？
I don't think I'd ever heard someone calling it that before, but yeah, that's that Hawaii. He's at some international classical something or other nomination being awarded for contributions to piano culture, I believe.
ああ。
Princess Sylvia was both a princess and an accomplished pianist. It was well known in the world of classical music.
どうした？数十の言語を自在に操り、外交特使として国家間の友好に尽力しながら、また音楽の世界では国際的な栄誉を受ける恋人との格差に落ち込んだか？
Stop hitting me exactly where it hurts most. I want to become a diplomat so I could be a good match for Sylvie, but despite all my efforts, Sylvie was leaps and bounds ahead of me. I'd only recently started to put in hard work. That actually helped me realize just how incredibly she was. My desire to be my coolest self helped me to understand how outstanding someone who was intrinsically cool could be.
まあ、せいぜい落ち込め。そして頑張れ。
Rude much? Console me, damn it. And to think you just recently gave me advice, whenever I was worried about my relationship with Sylvie.
俺はお前らがくっついた時点でもう満足だもん。
Ria's over here like, listen up, I set my respawn point. I'm fine now.
俺はもうめでたしめでたし。あとはお前らの生死と卵子の頑張り次第。
She kept on griping. It was tough to get a read on her. Well, I appreciate everything you did.
Huh?
She had taught me how important it was to act cool. And also, for changing my life.
あっそ。
Off she went. She was as curt as ever. Adorable.
時間の飛行機の移動ってお尻が痛くなっちゃうわ。
Just immediately perks up like, what? Gonna work out there?
ネットで見たよ、シルビー。なんかピアノのエッレー賞取ったって。それも不服。結局授賞式といってもトロフィーをもらうだけで演奏する時間はないんだもの。総じていまいちな土日だったわ。
公務なのですから我慢してください。
特にオーロに会えないのが不満だった。
I know. Is the butt pain okay? If it still hurts, I could give you a massage.
市松殿、人前でのそういう言動はお控えください。
Tyranny, I say. Sorry.
はい、皆さん、席についてください。
Teacher walked in, and the naggy person off to my side returned to her seat. It was just the two of us with Sylvie's back pointed towards me. Reservation for a nighttime massage, I assume.
お願いします。今日は夜、時間があるから、オーラの部屋へ行くわ。
Yeah.
でも、平日だからお泊まりはできないのよね。眠る寸前までオールと一緒にいたいのに。
Let's look forward to that next weekend. I'll make sure you're plenty satisfied even if it's not a sleepover.
別に二人きりになったわけじゃないから、際どい話はやめてほしいな。
Kikuchi is just over there like, I just heard something very disconcerting, quite frankly. It had been nearly a month since I'd started to date Sylvie. Being in love with the princess had come with its fair share of confusing moments, but I had finally gotten the hang of it. We acted normally at school. Classmates were all made aware of our relationship. No one was dumb enough to instigate anything by spreading senseless gossip either, which meant that it was only a matter that concerned us personally. We chat with Reina and a few of our classmates in between classes, and we'd keep them company for a while. As for during class, Sue was fully focused on her studies. I, on the other hand, Kikuchi, what did that mean just now?
ラテン語の差異の話です。中世ラテン語と教会ラテン語の文化的差異ですね。
Italian history is so complicated. I kept up with the lesson while frantically looking at things up on my phone. I happened to diligently studying myself. Up until the second term, I had spent my class time spaced out and fooling around. But I'd recently turned over a new leaf. I was gonna aim to be a bit diplomat. I absolutely couldn't slack off when it came to linguistics or history. For that matter, the first step down the road to being a diplomat was to attend a good university. I would focus hard on all of my classes to get a good recommendation. There wasn't a single second to waste. Quite frankly, just like looking at his skill set and the things he's done at the school. wouldn't actually be too surprising if the Noble Academy was like, yeah, you know, we could potentially, if he like actually starts studying diligently, we probably would be inclined to give him a recommendation for for his position as a diplomat, because like this man was basically one man against the whole school, with only Sylvie, Reina, and you know that the whole friend posse on his side, while Ayaka had basically made it so the entire fucking school was against him. Yet he somehow managed to turn almost all of their opinions of him around completely, and is friendly with almost all of them now. And it also doesn't seem forced, because you can tell when someone's trying to force it. So clearly, it's not a case of Sylvie putting pressure on them. He just, by his own merit, managed to get close to them and mend that relationship. And I feel like that itself would be an amazing fucking trait to have. Like that, the ability to pull off something like that for a foreign affairs diplomat. Wasn't a single second to waste. Switch, switch, switch.
オーロ君、急に学業に集中するようになりましたね。何かあったのでしょうか。何にせよ、とても良いことです。身を入れないで授業なんて時間の浪費ですからね。あ、ところで、逆にシルビアさんが最近集中力がないような。
She hasn't been poked in the back in ages. Glance. Gotta focus, gotta focus.
集中してるオーラの顔、かっこいい。いつもはこう、にゃっとしてるっていうか、かっこいいというより優しい感じなのだけど。
Scratch.
もっと見たいけれど、後ろというのが恨めしいわ。後ろを向かなきゃ見られないし。そうだ、鏡を使えば。そう。
クルス・クラウンさん、何してるんです？
すいません。無理ね。残念。チラチラ見るだけで我慢しましょう。チラ。
Focus, focus.
かっこいい。こんな顔これまで見たことが。でも。私のために真剣になってくれたとき、いつもオールはこんな顔してたわね。もう、オール好き好き。
はい、この問題。では、さっきよそごとしてたクルス・クラウンさん。
オール好き、大好きよ。
は？
あら？
正解。ラテン語であくびをオースキターティオですね。
Like I like how the fucking teacher's just like, you know what, let's just.
ちゃんと聞いていて偉い。皆さんもクルス・クラウンさんのように集中するように。
Amazing, Sylvie.
なんか妙なこと言った気がしたけど、あれが本場の発音ってやつですかいね。
頭が痛いし、心臓に悪い。
I had to follow her example too.
それでね、オアフ島から見た景色がとっても綺麗だったの。
Wow. That night, I headed to the usual spot alone with Sylvie, who'd come to hang out as promised. It wasn't especially windy or chilly, but one tea really hit the spot. We had settled in and were having a nice leisurely chat.
と言っても、昼は会合、夜は祝賀会と授賞式で忙しくて、ゆっくりできたのは夕方のほんの一時だったのだけど、綺麗な夕焼けだったわ。
sunset. So we had watched the sunset yesterday too. Thought put a smile on my face.
どうしたのオーラ、ニコニコして。
Oh, nothing. At the time I was actually watching the sunset with Rhea too. Not at the time.
あらあらあら、素敵。幼馴染の奇跡だわ。
So I thought, but it wouldn't have been the same time due to the time difference between here and Hawaii, huh?
それもそっか。
Sylvie giggled to herself. The idea that all three of us had been doing the same thing was funny all the same. Wonder how much different the sunset looked in Oahu compared to here, where we saw what we saw here in Japan.
ロケーションが違うから違うといえば違うわね。あちらは今の時期でも暖かいし。
That could be huge. The time I spent with Ray up at the roof was just plain freezing on windy days.
でも見えるものは同じな気がするわ。どこまでも大きくて、どこまでも金色で、まるで世界が金色になったみたいな。
Seriously, the same thing she'd said. It really was like we watched it together.
ぼんやり見ていたらエルに怒られちゃった。姫様、太陽をまっすぐ見ていては目に毒です。
Yeah, that's something to be careful of. It wasn't good to stare straight at it rather than the sun itself. You should look at the sky it illuminates.
でも、それじゃあ決定的な瞬間を見逃しちゃうかも。ほら、もしグリーンフラッシュが起きたらって。
Oh, okay, yeah, let's mention the green flash here, huh? Green flash? It's a term I've never heard before.
聞いたことないかしら。夕焼けが沈む一瞬、空が緑色に光る現象のことなのだけど。
Is that why? I think this might be why someone thought I should play this first, but it's not necessary. Just because of the info for the green flash, because if that's the reason, then that's just kind of not necessary. They're playing it in the rear route as well. I might have seen that in a movie, in that Third Pirates or whatever movie. A thing where the sky shone green, and whenever someone came back from the land of the dead. The phenomenon actually exists in real life.
あるそうよ。私も見たことはないのだけど、ね、太陽光は地球の大気とぶつかるとプリズムみたいにおかしな方向へ屈折するの。
Right. So maybe this conversation suddenly took a complicated turn,
それで
but
空の青色が錯乱して。
and that's the theory of why the sunset, rise and sunset turn into long wavelengths of light.
そうそう。
Get about this much? I just looked into the principles behind the sunset reasoning myself.
けれど、お空の機嫌がいい時には、青と赤の中間にあたる波長の長い緑色の光が見えてしまう時があるのね。
So that's a green flash?
空一面が緑色に輝くんですって。
Wow. I've certainly never seen it. That'd be that you couldn't see it unless the conditions of the sky or whatever were nearly perfect. Be it pollution, temperature, atmospheric pressure, and the like.
ハワイの言い伝えでは、グリーンフラッシュを見た人は幸せになれると言われているのよ。見た人の願いを叶えてくれるって。
Wow. Those who see it at their wish come true. Something that brings happiness, huh?
でも見られなくても、幸せね。ねえ、オーロ。私今、すごく幸せ。大好きな二人の幻を追って、なんとなく日本に来てみて。それで、大好きな二人と一緒にいられる。願いなんて、もうみんな叶っちゃった気分よ。
You're exaggerating. I agree that the odds of managing to reunite were astronomically low.
言い過ぎなんかじゃないわ。叶えたいお願いがまだないわけじゃないけれど。でも、叶わなくても、相馬くんとのあの約束は、きっと果たしてみせるわ。
Promise?
ないしょ。
She gave me a mischievous wink. Sounded like she had some inside secret with Rhea. Well, I wasn't about to pursue it since she wanted to keep it from me.
そうだ。ねえねえオーラ、一つ協力してほしいことがあるの。
Uh-huh.
あのね。
What's she planning?
というわけだから、よろしくしていいかしら、エル。
はあ、特に有事のある時期でもないですし、よろしいのですが。
オーケーだってオーラ。
Yeah? We went on an errand after school.
ですがシルビー様、街に出るのでしたらくれぐれもお気をつけください。
シルビー、外行くの？
Went straight from school into the city. It was rather unusual for students from Noble Academy, which sat on the hill of a lake, to make the trip on foot. The dorm's residents would sooner commute to town by car than walk. And as such...
買い物？ええ。いいねいいね。私も行こっかな。いいわね。そういえば、レーナとお買い物って最近行ってないわ。怖いエルチンがいないなら、あんな店、こんな店連れて行きたいし。
妃殿。
冗談だって。冗談。
Raina smirked. Well, in a social studies sense, didn't feel like getting in the way. She was going to drag a princess down a bad path. I didn't feel like getting in the way if she was... What? But... Raina?
あ、これオーロと行く系？ええ、オーロも一緒よ。レーナも入れて3人ね。楽しくなりそう。
Raina, you get it right.
マジ単な顔だ。
Tried to get her to read the mood. And with that...
いい天気。
I'm definitely grateful for that global warming something or other during the winter. We wound up going out, just the two of us.
天気のいい日はこの辺りを歩いて通りたいわね。いつもは車だから味気なくて。
Wouldn't mind whatsoever if I could ride in a limousine.
そうね。贅沢よね。でもオーラと二人でって、なんだか特別な感じ。
Great. We ended up going together in our uniforms. Preferred to have changed real quick back at the dorm, but Sylvie was in her uniform too, so we matched. We did this.
私たち、周りからはどう見えてるかしら。
I think we were both thinking the same thing, and she broke out into a faint smile. How do we look to those around us? I had no clue. After all, Sylvie's outer appearance was beyond extraordinary thanks to her eye-catching blonde hair and prominently beautiful face. I knew how others saw us. I did, however, know what she wanted to hear. Like an ordinary couple. Just maybe. Expression softened to her grin. Bet I was wearing a similar expression. With that, we headed into the city.
あれって、
ほんとだ。そっか、ノーベル学園に通ってらっしゃるんだっけ。
長くは続かないわね。
For sure. As we were in public, people immediately took notice of Sylvie.
すごい。テレビで見るより綺麗。見て、あの足の長さ。マネキンでしょ、あれ。綺麗よね。
やっぱり車がないと見られちゃうわね。
It's to be expected. It's a rarity. Better just ignore them and go about our business. Despite being famous, Sylvie wasn't an entertainer. Being royalty, she came with a certain aura about her that made it difficult for people to casually approach her. All they could do was to keep their distance and watch her from
お
afar.
隣の男の子は誰かしら。やっぱりお付きの騎士さんじゃない？いい体格してるし。でも、騎士にしちゃ締まりのない顔してるわね。
Hey!
どうしたのオーラ。
Whoops, nothing. Sylvie was already in that state of mind where she ignored the voices around her. We needed to follow her example and ignore everyone around us.
そういえばシルビア様って今日本人の男の子といい感じって噂あったわよね。そうそう、キスしちゃったって写真出回ってたわ。まさかあの子。まさか。
Hey!
どうしたのオーラ。急に道端でのけちゃって。
Don't worry about it, just a scream from deep down in my soul coming out.
どうしたのかしらあの子。急に道端でのけぞって。
あんな変な子が王女様のお相手なわけないわね。
Couldn't help but agree with them. Damn it all!
思うんだけど、王女様のお相手はスラッと足が長くて髪もサラサラでね。
やっぱイケメン。絶対イケメンのはずよね。
そうそう。
Fortunately, I wasn't able to block any of them out. Couldn't help but feel self-conscious with all those random people staring at me. Were Sylvie and I too poorly matched? Even so, I'd prepared for that at the start. I'd decided to overcome our difference in social status through sheer willpower, but first came disparity in our physical appearances.
あのね、オロ。予定にはなかったけど、今日はメロンパン日和だと思うな。
Slump.
どうしたのオロ。急にのけぞって魂の叫びが出るやつになったと思ったら、今度は魂が抜けてしまっているわ。叫んだ拍子に飛んでいっちゃったのなら別におかしくはないわね。魂！オーロの魂いる？
I was losing confidence in myself. Hey, Sylvie, you love me, right?
急に何オロ。この街中で。
Tell me you love me if this keeps up, it's gonna backfire and shatter my confidence.
よくわからないわね。何の逆なのかしら。まあ、言うくらいなら。好きよ、オロ。
Oro's willpower has been restored. Say it again.
大好き。私、シルビア・ル・クルスクラウンは、あなたのことを愛しています。
Wave, wave.
なぜ両手を振っているの？
Just dancing for joy. Thank you, Sylvie. It felt like my heart was gonna break, but that was exactly what I needed. I had gotten over my hang-ups on the experience back when I met Itoe. I guess I would still get depressed whenever I became self-conscious again, but all I had to do was be cool for Sylvie. I love you with all my heart, Sylvie.
本当に何オロ。今日は変よ。
Yeah, sure I am. So to turn back to normal, call it out some more. How do you feel about me?
大好き。
Love you too.
私の方が好
Don't
き
you
よ。
fucking start with this, I will end you. Same here.
オロ。
Sylvie.
姫様は大丈夫だろうか。
エロイナ隊長、大変です。
どうした？
街を監視している班から緊急入電。街中に不審な行動をとるカップルがいるとのこと。
何？街には姫様がおられるではないか。
はい。調べたところ、そのシルビア様でした。
はあ？
ねえねえオロ。シルビーじゃなくて、シルビアって呼んで。
What's this all about, Sylvia?
なんだか特別な日って感じなの。
I love you so much, Sylvia.
私もよ、オロ。
Blush.
キスしたいわ。してもいい？
Of course.
じゃありません。お二人とも公衆の面前です。自重してください。
Whoops.
あらエル、結局ついてきちゃったの？
ついてきただけならどれだけ良かったことか。姫様、街中で目立つ真似はおやめくださいとあれほど。
目立つことなんてしたかしら。
We're just having a talk about how we feel about each other.
素敵な時間だったわ。
Love it if you could stay like this forever.
オロ、大好き。
おやめください。
I'll just cease! Whoops.
ごめんねエル。今日は私なんだか浮かれているみたい。
のようですね。いくらなんでもうかつすぎます。
オーロとこうして出歩くのってなんだか楽しくて、王女じゃなく一人の私として大好きな人と歩いているんだなって思うとつい。
How do you feel?
よね のせいで私も変になっちゃう。
But take responsibility and fix that for you. Time for shock therapy.
だからじゃないって。
こらエル、横取りしないの。
Whoops. She wedged herself between us without warning, so it just happened. As fantastic as Elf's lips were, I hadn't done it on purpose.
もうよくないわよエル。主のものを奪うだなんて。
申し訳ありません。でも奪ったわけでは。
Yeah, it's not quite right. I mean, my heart only belongs to Sylvie. Nobody could steal it. And we're back to square one.
ほら、大好き。
It's so cute, Sylvie. Mwah mwah.
隊長、止めないんですか？
いや、どうしよう。
照れちゃってる？
初めてだったのに。
They're still going at it. Let's not forget that, clearly these two aren't too hung up on on situations like this, considering in Ayaka-Route there was a threesome with her as well. Your lips are so soft. They should be going to a fucking love hotel.
気持ちよさそう。いいの？
隊長？
何も思ってません。
Oh yeah, weren't we in the middle of shopping?
そうね。遠い昔のことのようだけれど、買い物のために来たのを覚えているわ。これね。このリンゴをくださいな。
Went shopping at the neighborhood supermarket. We bought apples, flour, and honey.
美味しそう。日本は果物の質も高くていいわね。
Countries with high latitudes are the best for agriculture.
もう一つ余分に買っておこうかしら。丸かじりにして食べるの。
At Samedi and bought 2 spares.
さすがオーラ。
It's our back, Sylvie. We're attracting a lot more attention.
ざわざわ。
We spent too much time kissing and stuck out like sore thumbs. Word of Sylvie's presence had quickly spread on social media, and people had come out of the woodwork to see her for themselves. I would prefer to avoid people pestering her for handshakes and seriously taking photos, so we made a break for it.
こっちにいたって？あそこのスーパーでリンゴ選んでたって。近くにいるぞ。
Ooh. We hid undercover. This isn't good. That's a society run on smartphones for you. Members of the general public who were all complete strangers had conspired together to come search for her.
別に隠れなくても軽くご挨拶すればいいんじゃないかしら。キュロちゃんがいるから危険はないし。
Nah, we need to make it look like he disappeared. Once they confirmed the news that Princess Sylvia was here, I was sure info related to the blonde girl I'd kissed earlier on the side of the road would spread online too. I was positive Elle would be mad at me. I wasn't thinking clearly earlier. I had my head in the clouds and lost myself in the whole date on the way home from school scenario. Typical student like date with a princess. There was no the way the situation wouldn't be exciting.
オーラも楽しんでたんだ。嬉しいわ。
Getting tunnel vision for only you was my mistake, though.
オーラったら。
Sylvie. No. I can't do this right now.
じゃ
She actively
さっ
attempted
き
to
の
turn
や
it
っ
back.
ぱりシルビア王女だったんですって。
握手してもらえないかしら。
Whoops. Pursuers were gaining allies by the second. What a pain.
ねえオーラ。なんだか思い出すわね。
ん？
初めて会った時のこと。
Now that you mentioned it, yeah. The butt. Sorry, I mean the escape. Back then, we played tag, although it was different from a game of tag. What we were doing wasn't the same. We haven't grown up at all, have we?
かもしれないわね。でも私、そんな私たちが好きだわ。
Yeah, Sylvie, scooch in scooch in that way further. Someone was here might see us.
でもこれ以上いけないわ。
That's bad. They'd surely find us due to how little room there was to hide Sylvie's long blonde hair.
仕方ないわ。隠れて帰りましょうか。
What?
インビジブルキロちゃん、作動。
This one was always on standby in the sky. This one who was always on standby in the sky descended. Whoa, bright! Huh? What's going on, Sylvia? You're kind of see-through.
これぞキュロちゃん77の奥の手の一つ、インビジブルキュロちゃんよ。周りの保護色になる膜で私たちを覆っているの。すごいでしょ？
Is this even okay? Well, from a worldview standpoint. That sure is convenient.
もう少し人目がなくなったら、ゴッドバードキュロちゃんを使って空の道で帰りましょう。
What can't it do?
何でもありです。
Guess it was fine as long as it was handy. As I thought.
ママ
I was a kid tottering around from side to side. I just happened to be watching him when...
そこの僕危ない。
Whoa!
Kid ignored the traffic light that the dump truck rushed right at him. Even though the dump truck slammed on its brake, it couldn't stop point blank. Look out!
いってキュロちゃん。キュロちゃん77の奥の手、最終形インビジブルキュロちゃん始動。
Plonk.
やったー、さすがキュロちゃん。なんじゃこりゃ。
なんじゃこりゃ。
Gigantic Kyoto stopped the massive dump truck in its tracks before letting go. At least the kid was unarmed. I was worried whether the dump truck or people's view of the world were broken. However...
インビンシブルキュロちゃん。私の護衛の中でも最強を誇る形態よ。インビンシブルとインビジブルで似てるから、時々隠れようとした時に間違ってこっちのモードを起動させちゃうのがたまに傷ね。
That's polar opposite of staying in, huh? Enormous.
ついでだし、キュロちゃんに乗って帰りましょう。ゴッドバードキュロちゃんほどスピードは出ないけれど、インビンシブルキュロちゃんの乗り心地も快適なのよ。
Sure. That transportation seatings, as if that were a given. Now that something even more outrageous than a princess has popped up, it was a little surprised those presents weren't focused on Sylvie. We had Kyoto fly us home.
あらあら、お姉様がお菓子を作るんですの？
After we returned, we headed to my room like nothing had happened.
ミナの分も作ってあげるから期待しておいてね。オーブンを使うんですのね。わかりました。ブレーカーが飛ばぬよう、うちの部屋は電力を使わぬようにしておきますわ。ありがとう。
Zorm had 4 rooms to a circuit, with my area and Mina's room sharing the same breaker. Since only 3 rooms were allocated enough electricity for 4, it shouldn't trip in the first place, but...
お隣の相馬さんにも注意しておきましょうか。
Mina was extremely cautious, but...
待ってみんな、相馬くんには言わないで。はい。
Even if you don't, she won't be around at this hour. The sun was just about to set. I bet she would be on the roof like normal.
では私がすることは何もなし。お姉様のお菓子を楽しみに待てばよいだけですのね。 ちょっとでできるわ。
Sylvia was inadvertently adept at cooking with only the shabby cookware in my room. This princess certainly was skilled in nearly everything she did. But
では私はこれにて。と、お姉様。お一つ渡すものがございますわ。
maid outfit?
いや。さてと。じゃあ帰るか。
Ah, there she is.
あ？
Perfect timing. Come with me real quick, Iria.
何に？
I've got a special invitation for you. For some private time with me and the princess.
え？ いら
What
っ
was
し
the
ゃい。
maid outfit?
何これ？
Tea time. Come on, have a seat. I confused Ria to take a seat.
オーロとはよくこうするのだけれど、相馬くんとも一緒にお茶を楽しみたいなって思って。それはどうも。てか、なんでメイド？
When she tried to cook in a uniform without an apron, a certain thoughtful maid had an outfit in her sister's size for whatever reason and got it ready for her. A maid's outfit. Or what they call an apron dress.
せっかくこんな格好だし、給仕もやるわ。さあ、まずはこちらをどうぞ。
Given that this is your first time taking part, incredibly, the princess had prepared sweets for you personally. Has prepared sweets for you personally. She brought out what she'd made in the oven earlier.
リンゴパイ！好きだったわよね、相馬くん。つうか食べたことあるのがこれだけだったんだけど。ねえ、食べていい？もちろん！今お茶を入れるわ。サクサクに仕上げてあるから楽しんでね。ありがとう。
Rhea grabbed her fork with an unusually peaceful expression. But I enjoyed it too. Grabbed the tea Sylvia had brewed for me. The three of us were seated around the table. It was nothing extraordinary, and we chatted amongst ourselves. Yeah, was this the first time the three of us spent time together? It's been 10 years, so I don't remember much of what we'd done back in those days. But nothing had changed from back then. That much was obvious.
とはいえ、寒いのが難点だな。
The tub is just barely manageable, but staying out too long this time of year is out of the question.
じゃあいいじゃん。春になったらまた改めて。ただ寒さもあるけど、時間帯もあれだわ。俺この時間はもう眠い。
Rhea let out a tiny yawn. You definitely sleep more than the average
生
person.
きがいは寝ることだから。
Fine pastime.
さて。おい、イチ。
Yeah?
この後のお前の行動は分かってるから。俺は耳栓つけて寝る。
Surely had read me like a book.
あとシルビー。何？今日はマジでありがとう。あらあら。
Helped get things ready too, you know.
はいはい。で、お返しがしたいから。次はもうちょっと早い時間、学校の授業の後を開けといてくれ。じゃあ空いている日に電話するわ。じゃあな。
Acting so bashful, Rhea headed back to her room. That was the thing with her. Sylvie really was special, huh?
相馬くん、何だったのかしら。
We'll find out when the day comes. It wasn't for me to tell. This was a present from Rhea. More importantly, by the way, Sylvie, the maid outfit from earlier looked great on you.
そうありがとう。みんなに返すのが惜しいわね。どこで仕入れたのか聞いておこうかしら。もらっちゃってもいいか聞いてみて。何？
Slid my way close.
オール？
Looked great on you.
はい。
Looked really, really good on you, actually.
もう。
And then they fucked. As they do so often.
赤ちゃんできちゃったかも。
That would be good while we were still students. Oh my god, could you imagine if that were to happen? It sure would cause quite a bit of trouble. Ha 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 ha. We lay down next to each other in bed and had some post-sex pillow talk. What just happened absolutely became a topic. However, Sylvie just kept giggling.
確かにノーブル学園じゃ大変な騒ぎになるわね。でも
She heavily rubbed her abdomen.
これで約束が守れる確率が上がるんだもの。誰にも文句言わせないわ。
Huh?
なんでもない。ねえ、それよりほら、相馬くんが言ってたのって何だったのかしら。明日時間を空けておけって。
That's an easy one. Wasn't anything much at all. Since for us, it was an ordinary occurrence. Just like always. You would live happily ever after. We don't need to slow fate to wed. Princesses are the best. Achievement unlocked. Akane.
先輩！
Good work out there, Akane.
今の走りはどうでしたか？
Pretty well, I think.
本当ですか？
Your stride has gotten better than before, and your time too. Look, I showed Akane the stopwatch I was holding.
12秒は切れませんでしたか？
Maybe far off from your best time. I do think this is an incredible time for you this season. Couldn't you make it through the district qualifiers if you kept up this pace? Just in terms of the times, you could even place first nationally with her current figures.
ですね。でも、ここが目標というわけじゃありませんから。
Yeah, let's keep up the hard work. Oh, is your leg alright?
はい、全然平気です。まだ慣らしなので、すごい力が入ってるとかでもないですし。
Basic warm-ups needed are a time like this.
それに、無意識でかばったりしてないのも、カメラが証明してると思います。
Yeah. We've been recording our runs recently, and nothing seems to be in poor shape. As far as I can tell, you've really strengthened your core. Look like you're able to run comfortably.
先輩にもそう見えてるなら安心です。うん、自信が出てきました。次の大会はいつも以上に頑張れそうです。
You did get an unofficial invitation to a competition due to your positive results at the track meet the other day, right?
でも、あくまで現時点では。なので、まだまだどうなるかわからないです。
Looking at today's figures, I'd say you're a shoo-in.
でも、去年みたいなこともありますから、最後まで気を抜くことはできません。
Yeah, we need to be prepared.
はい。
As long as nothing exceptional happened, there was likely no reason to worry. Well then, for our next training exercise, I think this is the perfect time of day.
先輩、
What's up?
今日終わったら、先輩の部屋に行ってもいいですか？
She wants to work out some more after they finish the workout, I see. Oops, fucking... The camera was gone. My place?
はい。
Sure. You're out of mind? There's no reason for this.
やったー、現地取りましたからね。
Sure. I mean, there's no need for me to go out of my way to turn down a visit from you anyway. We're dating at this point too.
そうですよね。私たち付き合ってるんですもんね。
Whoa! I don't know why she made that weird shout and clung to my chest. Where'd this come from?
恥ずかしかったので。
We're embarrassed, Stan.
ごまかしたくて抱きついちゃいました。
No, seriously.
こうやって先輩とくっついてる方が落ち着くので。
Might be true for you, but my heart's going crazy right now.
少しくらい慣れてもいいと思います。
Nah, I doubt I'll ever adjust to this for as long as I live.
そうですか？まあ、先輩が恥ずかしがってるのが見れるから、私はこのままでもいいんですけど。
A little bit of a say to start, Akane.
嫌ですか？
As if!
新発見です。私の彼氏さんは M の人でした。
Got it all wrong! All I meant was that I didn't dislike Akane when she acted that way. I didn't mean I was a masochist.
じゃあ S です？
Good question. Since you teased me somewhat, I was just thinking of punishing you a little. For instance, like this.
先輩、くすぐった。
Stuck one hand under Akane's armpit and reached out and tickled her waist with the other.
ダメです。やめてくださいよ。
I was gonna stop if she genuinely hated the sun tickle attack, but her laughter prompted me to continue.
そんなわけはダメなんですよ。ちょっと待って加減。してください。
Well, do you give up?
参りました。降参ですから。
Okay, I'll call it good for now.
もう、どうして私がくすぐりに弱いの知ってるんですか？
Obviously, because I've touched your body all over, over up to now.
先輩、言い方がエッチです。
I know.
こら、そこ。二人でイチャイチャしないの。
I forgot that you existed, track club advisor.
すみません。
Akane quickly pulled away from me.
あんたらが付き合ってることは知ってるけどね。風流の調子が上がってきてるのも確かだし、ある程度は自由にさせてあげたいとも思ってる。でもそれが問題になってあまりにひどいようだと、さすがに私も守ってあげられないからね。
Sorry, I'll be good.
まあ私個人の意見を言っていいなら、せいぜい楽しめ和コードよって感じなんだけど。もうお偉いさんたちはやれ不純異性交友だなんだとうるさいから。もっとこんな話をしに来たんじゃなかった。風流、ちょっといいかい？
はい、なんでしょう？
明日の土曜日なんだけど、何か予定とかあったりするかい？
明日ですか？
うん。そこの彼とどこか遊びに行くとか。
明日は何もなかったと思います。ですよね、先輩。
We were planning on going shopping on Sunday, but that's about it this weekend.
そうかい。ならよかった。ちょっとクリュウに頼みたいことがあるんだけど、いいかな？
なんでしょう？
うん。実は野球の助っ人を頼まれているんだ。
Fill in on the basketball team?
市松くんは知らないか。ほら、うちの学園ってそもそも運動部の人数が少ないでしょ。
Yeah,
だからチーム競技とかだと人数が足りなくて、試合をするってなった時、他の部の人に声をかけたりしてるんだよ。
Makes sense. So, how many times have you taken part, Akane?
私はこの間まで怪我してたので。
I get it, sorry. I was supposed to, and I hadn't realized it until it was too late. There I go, sticking my foot in my mouth again.
いえ、気に
かな。クリュウさんよければ受けてもらいたいんだけど。最近は練習ばっかりだっただろ。野球も本気で勝ちに行くような試合でもないし、息抜きにでもなってくれたらって思ってね。
はい、私でよければ喜んでお受けします。
本当かい？ありがとう、助かるよ。
I don't know why I at first thought they were talking about basketball until I read the fucking line here again. It was like, why is it baseball suddenly?
ちなみにクリュウ、野球経験はどのくらい？
ゼロですね。
ああ。
Huh? None?
テレビで見たりしたことはありますけど、やったことはないです。
Should be okay.
クリュウ、一応言っておくけど、突き指とか捻挫とかは気をつけてね。
はい。
市松くん、私が頼んでおいてなんだけど、できたらクリュウのことをお願いしていいかな。
Understood. I'll teach you some simple ways to at least avoid any injuries.
そうか、君は野球経験者だったね。うん、よろしく頼んだよ。
Yes, ma'am.
それじゃあ私はこれで。二人ももういい時間だから早く帰るんだよ。
はい、お疲れ様でした。先輩、私も今から着替えてきますね。
Sure, should I wait up for you?
一緒に帰りたいのは山々なんですが。
You have something to do?
他のことお話しするから、ちょっと遅くなるかもな。
Turned away from me while flicking glances back in my direction. Just the way she was acting. About me, by any chance?
なんでわかったんですか？
Nailed it, huh? Guess I'll head on home then.
変な話をするわけじゃないですからね。
I know, I've heard girls talk can get pretty intense. They're the type to do up and answer anything you're asked to.
気をつけます。
I'll go and have fun.
では、行ってきますね。
Yeah, see you later. Watched as Akane dashed off. Right, guess I should wrap things up and hurry home too. Akane would come by later this evening. I better rush home and clean up a little. The next day. Okay, I know your match is right around the corner. Are you ready?
はい、バッチリです。
Akane changed her workout clothes and was ready to go. She had already completed her usual stretches too. As for today's match, it wasn't as if she was going to take to the field right at the start of the game. Our Academy's baseball club had 9 members. If even a single member were hypothetically absent, they wouldn't be able to continue. Akane was, in no uncertain terms, a fill-in. From what the advisor said, they would definitely need Akane to make an appearance at some point in the game. I was incredibly pleased to hear she was no more than an apt substitute than getting put in from the start. If she were put on defense, I'd ask her to be positioned in the ball's least likely field of trajectory as well. This was out of concern for her well-being after all. Alright, well, we have a quick game of catch then.
Hi!
They borrowed gloves and a ball and migrated onto a corner of the field. There goes.
はい、どこからでもかかってきてください。
I tossed the ball to Akane, who was around 20 meters away.
おっとっと。
The ball bounced to the ground in front of her and it snugly rolled into her open glove. Yep, catching a grounder didn't look like it posed any
これくらい
issues.
なら気を使ってもらわなくても大丈夫です。
Really? I'll toss a fastball next
はい、
time.
全力で来てください。
Akane tossed back the
わ
ball.
かりました。でりゃー。
Ah! What was that? There wasn't anything wrong with how she threw, but no, more importantly, Akane, stay where you are. Listen, you can't move from that spot.
はい、よくわからないけど、わかりました。
She stood in place at the ready just as she was told. Then, around a meter in front of her, blam. The ball she'd thrown flew right back down to the ground. Thank goodness it didn't hit her. It obviously would have been rough to get to where the ball fell in. It fell in that time. Would have been different if that had been part of my plan from the start, but it was out of the question now.
不思議なこともあるものですね。先輩？
Akane, you're banned from overhand throws from now on.
Play ball!
The umpire strikes back. Terrible fucking joke. Whoops. The match had begun. Akane was benched at the start of the game. We sat together and cheered the team on from the sideline.
挟まれてしまいました。ノゾちゃん、ボールそれてるよ。走って走って。はいです。助かりましたわ。あかねちゃん、ありがとうございます。いえいえ、ナイスランでしたよ。お疲れ様です、ユミナ先輩。ナイスピッチングでしたね。お疲れ様。あかねもバッタバッタと打ち取れるのかっこいいです。さっきの三振なんてこうズバッと決まってて最高でした。そうかな。そういう風に言ってもらえると嬉しいね。はい、次も頑張ってくださいね。うん、期待しててよ。スーちゃん、ナイバッティンです。どうやったらあんな風に打てるんですか？ありがとう、あかねちゃん。しっかりボールを引きつけて肘を抜くように。肘を抜くですか？うん、こうやってね。みんなごめん、点取られちゃった。終わったことは仕方ないです。気を取り直してここから反撃してやりましょう。そうですわ。まだイニングは残っているのですから、1点くらい私たちがすぐに取り返してみせますわ。そうそう、ユミナ先輩が気にすることないよ。みんな、わかった。みんなが点取ってくれるのを信じて、私はこれ以上やらないよ。
And we've reached the midpoint of the game, bottom of the 5th inning. Girls baseball went until the 7th, so we were already halfway through. Akane hadn't taken part in the game yet. However, she kept on playing an active role the entire time. Whenever a teammate went up to bat, and with every single ball, she would cheer and raise the team's morales. A mere fill-in who was, by all rights, not even their teammate, had drawn in all of those around her, almost like she was their leader. It wasn't something just anyone could pull off.
先輩、
What's up?
野球楽しいですね。
That sure is.
私も早くあそこでプレーしたいです。打って走って滑り込んで、走って取って投げて、みんなが頑張ってるのを見てるだけでもワクワクしてきます。
Akane's eyes shone as she looked out at the field. Sportswoman's blood had to be aching.
野球ってすごいですね。投げるのも打つのも全部一人でしないといけないのに。でも絶対に一人だけじゃ勝つことはできないんですから。
Yeah, nobody could win at baseball alone. That was exactly right. No matter how understanding you were as an individual, that wasn't enough to triumph. That I could say with certainty.
私もできますよね。今の私ならきっと。
Her eyes were brimming with confidence, strong determination that didn't fear failure. Well, sure, Akane was up to the challenge, experienced fun, the projection of success in her mind. It was abstract, yet so very important. This was, of course, based on her having a degree of experience, so I did think it would be difficult for someone inexperienced to pull off major feats out of thin air, but yeah, I'm sure you'll be fine. Let's play believe that Akane could continue to improve.
先輩にそう言ってもらえると、なんだか心強いですね。
All it took was watching her teammates share in their joy together. She was absolutely itching to get into the game herself. There's no way someone like that would be able to stand out there and give their all.
あかねちゃん、呼ばれてるみたいですわよ。
When you looked over, the advisor was looking at Akane and waving for her. It's your turn.
ですね。
Doubt it'll happen to you, but don't let your motivation be for nothing, okay?
大丈夫です。私は本番に強いですから。
See? I'll be cheering for you.
はい。行ってきます。
Roughly an hour had passed since the start of the game, and now it was Akane's turn to play.
リリリすみません。何あかねちゃん。そのリリリって何ですか？リードのことだよ。
Akane had made her appearance as a pinch runner. Considering she was an active short-distance sprinter in the track club, she would definitely be quick on her feet. You could probably say she'd been assigned to the best possible position. Or if there was any problem to speak of. It was pretty much that Akane didn't know much about baseball.
とりあえず、ボールが飛んだら走ればいい。そうそう。積極的に次のベースを狙っていけばいいよ。ボールが飛んだ時だけじゃなくって、他にはピッチャーが投げた瞬間に走ったり。まあ、細かいとこは私が声かけて指示するから、とりあえずボール持った人にタッチされないようにね。わかりました。よろしくお願いします。
Should be alright. I was a little uneasy. The players on the opposing team were gazing at Akane with warm smiles. But they were thinking, I was once like that too. But there were several people, the pitcher included, who had stern looks in their eyes the whole time. The kind of look that screamed they needed to be cautious. They're awfully on guard around her.
そりゃあ、あかねちゃんは有名な選手ですから。
Yeah, she did have that going for her. One look, and you could tell that it was just that she was inexperienced at baseball. They didn't think there was any need to put their guard up that much.
聞きましたわよ。市松さんのこと。
Huh? She was staring straight at me for some reason. What about?
昨日の放課後、あかねちゃんからいろいろ教えてもらいましたの。
Yesterday after school, the talk Akane mentioned when she went off to
あかね
have.
ちゃん、市松さんが見ているから頑張れるっておっしゃっていました。そして、市松さんが見てくれるから、かっこいいところを見せたい、とも。
She wants to be cool for me, huh? She said something like that. Look back over to the field. The pitcher was in the middle of a pickoff move to first base. Akane slid her foot onto base and it ended without incident. She's seriously planning to run for it. Her eyes are focused on the base ahead of her, but I couldn't call it that large. She beat off her base a decent amount. If she had half a bite too, it'd be plenty to steal a base. Afterward, there were two more pickoff attempts. The batter hadn't been pitched a single ball yet. Would she run? I had no proof. Still, I felt the premonition of sorts inside of me that Akane would run for sure. Bam. The second the ball was pitched to the batter, a collapse resounded across the field. She dashed. As I understood that, my eyes followed the ball. The match lasted for an instant. The ball that had veered high only just landed in the catcher's mitt. This may have been anticipated, as she was already in throwing position. The catcher threw the ball straight to second base. It was a low ball intentionally made easy to catch. Every movement. So much so that even I found beauty in it. Being an ex-catcher myself, I couldn't help but admire it. That was the sort of maneuver you'd be happy to successfully pull off 1 in 3 times, even if you practiced. Below their toss from side step to slide step to pitch to catch made it seem like it was predetermined that she would pierce through from the very start. It was a beyond flawless blocking play. Akane slid in. Player who caught the throw from the catcher slit their glove to try and make a tag. Everyone present gasped. It all went down in near unison. Neither outcome would be shocking. As for the final result. Alright! Akane broke into a delighted smile as she stood atop the base. She turned to me and waved her hand like crazy. Yeah, that was a nice run! The opposing team had been impressive too. So much so that you could call their play perfect. But they were no match for Akane's speed. She responded to the running coach's signals instantaneously and reached top speed in a split second. Then she ran straight for her goal. You wouldn't have known Akane had been given a crash course on the game, given how quickly she jumped into action. She just kept looking forward. She'd made up her mind. She showed no hesitation. It was the sort of vigor that had been in Akane's dash.
さて、勝負はまだまだこれからですよ。もっともっと活躍してみせますからね。
This development had clinched Akane's baseball match. Even though my only thoughts at the start were hoping Akane would get through without any injuries, before I knew it, my palms had begun to sweat. I hadn't realized how invested I'd become into the game. A smile with joy from the bottom of her heart, and out on the field left a massive impact.
いよいよ最後ですね。
Sure is. In the innings to follow, the batters landed solid hits and had tied up the score. However, we weren't able to pull off any greater of an assault, and each team's pitchers had struggled through where it counted, bringing us into a final inning offensive. We were now at the bottom of the 7th. There apparently wouldn't be overtime in this practice game, so they had avoided any potential loss at the very least.
最後の攻撃です。みんなで頑張って勝ちに行きましょう。
The first batter took to the plate with an infusion of Akane's cheer. His innings all come down to you.
どうでしょう。確か4人目だから1人出たら回ってくるはずです。
You're going to bat?
多分そのまま打席に立たせてもらえると思いますけど。
Sig, look out there.
ホームラン期待しててください。
Whoops, I'll be looking forward to it.
Strike! Batter out!
2 outs in the time we've been talking. Final inning, 2 outs. One more out and the game will be over. If one more person could land a hit, Akane will get a chance to bat.
次は私か。
A's pitcher Yumina was in the same year, headed for the batter's box.
はい、絶対に回すからね。信じてます。うっしゃ。
She was plainly spirited. First pitch was a semi-soft pitch that went right down the middle, and she swung for it without hesitation. The ball tumbled its way between the opposing team and found its way out into the outfield. Akane was up.
あかねちゃん、ほら、打席入って入って。はーい。では先輩、しっかり見ててくださいね。
Yep. Quietly watched Akane as she energetically rushed off.
てりゃー。
Kaplunk.
てりゃ
Kaplunk.
おかしいな。全然当たらない。
Crab still couldn't hit. I was sure she could pull it off, but it seemed she didn't understand the first thing about how to handle a bat. Just like when we played catch, with the exception of running, she may have been fundamentally terrible at sports. Here's using her hips like a total amateur.
エッチな話です。
No, it's not. There were, of course, full-fledged members of the girls' baseball team here too, but nobody even tried to chime in about Akane's swing. Better teach her the right way to swing if she was going to win. In the end, though, this was a practice match. For that matter, she wasn't even a former player. There was no losing this anymore either. All things considered, There was nothing wrong with just having fun. But
でりゃりゃりゃりゃ
Clink.
当たりまし
Hadn't flown forward, she'd only grazed it.
たよし、これなら次はいけます。
Even so, Akane strongly believed she could do this. Time out! Akane, come here a second.
先輩
She ran over, seemingly confused why it suddenly called out to her.
どうかしましたか？
Akane? I'll say this point blank. You won't hit with your current strategy.
どうしてですか？
There are a few reasons. You're going for the capoeira style upward swing, and for that matter, your left hand's on the top despite swinging from the right. When I told her this, she checked how she was holding the bat. Her right hand was on bottom and the left on top. That didn't mean she couldn't land a hit, but if nothing else, it wasn't the best way to grip it. Could I ask just one question? What do you want to do? Do you want to enjoy the match? Get her through the day unharmed. That had been my sole thought, and I had taught her much from the technical end of things. And there was nothing wrong with that. The reason being, it wouldn't make much of a difference if it were taught to a complete beginner. If all she wanted was to have fun, then what I had in mind would just be meddling. If she wanted to win, then there was something I could do for her.
楽しみたいのはもちろんです。でも、
Her unwavering direct gaze took me in.
やるからには全力で勝ちたいです。
Perhaps I didn't even need to ask. I knew deep down, Akane would have given me that answer. But it was a no-brainer. Got it? I'll teach you a way to win then.
本当ですか？
Yep, first off, let's start with how you hold the bat.
よろしくお願いします。
Akane was always serious. She wasn't the type to cut corners and always tackle the task head on. Wanted her to be successful. Wanted to help her too. And I was sure that was why I'd wound up attracted to Akane in the first place. Once I finished giving her a few minutes of simple advice, Akane headed back to the batter's
出
box.
るんですの？
Not sure it's hard to say if that was enough to make a difference. What I'd managed to teach her were the absolute basics. Akane was a bit more prepared now compared to just a few minutes ago. That didn't mean anything would actually come
あか
from it.
ねちゃんの言う通りでしたわね。あの子が好きになるのもわかりますわ。ちゃんとしたかっこいい先輩なんですのね。
Huh? Was a cool guy. I don't recall doing anything especially cool.
市松さんがどう思ってるかは知りませんけれども、少なくともあかねちゃんにとっての市松さんはそうだと思いますわよ。かっこつけてるつもりなんてなくとも、相手がかっこいいって思ったらそれはかっこいいことなんですから。
Huh. Could see a white ball cleaving through the blue sky. The ball went further and further, rising way up high. It split straight down the unmanned middle of left and center field.
あかねちゃん、走って！
Someone yelled.
はい！あかね！このまま行くよ！あかねちゃん、ダッシュですわ！
With those cheers pushing her on the back, Akane ran around the diamond, amusedly, happily, like she felt on top of the world. She ran, and ran. The ball rolled endlessly across the open field. If the other team caught up to it, I doubted they'd throw it back in time. Her eyes met Akane's as she approached third base. She gave me a wink and enthusiastically launched off from the
あとちょっとだよ
base.
ー！あかね
She ran away towards home where everyone was waiting. The ball made its way back to the infield, but it was too late.
やりました！
Akane stepped onto home plate, then raised both hands into the sky and erupted with joy. Her teammates gathered all around her.
すごいじゃん、あかねちゃん！本当ですわ！まさか初めてでホームランを打つなんてこりゃ今日の MVP はあかねで決まりだね！いえいえ、ユミナ先輩がつなげてくれたから私も打てたんです。その 論しやがって、この野郎。ちょっと、そんな頭グリグリしないでください。にしてもさすが茜ちゃんだね。次からもお願いしたいくらいだよ。お、いいねそれ。いっそのこと、うちの部に入っちゃいなよ。どうきっと活躍できると思うよ。ごめんなさい。私には陸上がありますので。でも、誘っていただけたのはすごく嬉しいです。ありがとうございました。あかねは可愛いな。なんで頬をスリスリしてるんですか？そりゃもうあかねが可愛いからに決まってるでしょ。諦めた方がいいよ、あかねちゃん。先輩、一度そうなると止まらないから。そんな、見てないで助けてくださいよ。
Darkness was being mobbed on all sides. Our eyes met.
私、かっこよかったですか？
Didn't even have to think about a reply. Yeah, as cool as it gets.
そうだ、胴上げですわ。胴上げをしましょう。いいねそれ。せっかくだしやっちゃおっか。先輩。
She immediately turned to me almost as if she were begging for help. Boy, it'd be bad for me to get involved right in the middle of the celebratory mood, but
そうだね。市松くんも胴上げに混じる？
absolutely. If that's how they wanted it, I would happily join in on the fun.
先輩の裏切り者。
Walked over to the middle of their circle. Senta was my girlfriend. The person who looked at me more than anyone else. My beloved looked at me more than anyone in the world. That day, I decided to support Akane with everything I had. I wanted to make her golden, utmost radiance that was second to none. She slipped up every now and then. At one point, she was nearly crushed under the weight of her own anxieties. But we'd come this far, hand in hand. I'm sure that would hold true into the future.
先輩、私、やりました。
You sure did, girl. Some time had passed since then. They really gave you an open invitation, huh?
そうですね。あの日、打てはしましたけど、私、あまりうまくはないと思うんですが。
Well, let's set that aside for now. I bet it's because they had fun with you around.
私といると楽しいですか？
Yeah, there's no denying that fact. That I knew for certain. You give everyone around you energy. When people see you trying your best, it makes them feel like they can do it too.
そう言ってもらえると嬉しいです。ちなみに、それって、先輩もですか？
Yeah?
先輩
What's up?
それはですね。先輩が私からエネルギーもらってるって言うなら、私も先輩からエネルギーもらっちゃってもいいですよね。
What am I gonna do with you?
ダメでしたか？
Nah, if that's what you want, then do all you like.
はーい、先輩大好きです。
Akane tightened her embrace. Ah, this was fantastic. This sweaty scent of hers after some light exercise was so great. What was I thinking?
どうかしましたか？
Nah, nothing.
もしかして、エッチなことですか？まあ、先輩の考えてることなんてお見通しです。
You got me there. Sound like she figured me out.
先輩はわかりやすすぎるんです。
Well, I can help it. You're just that adorable.
ありがとうございます。
Hey, aren't you still in the middle of practice? Don't you need to head back?
そうでした。って、先輩、なんかごまかそうとしてません？
Wouldn't think of it.
ー。
Anyways, they're choosing participants for the spring tournament next week, right? You better get yourself ready for it.
ですね。ここからが大切なところです。先輩も
付き合ってくれますよね。
Of course.
先輩と一緒なら100人力です。
For sure.
おい、あかね、練習再開するよ。はーい、すぐ行きまーす。
Hey, Akane.
はい。
Gonna aim for the top together, okay?
もちろんです。
Right. I mean, not okay. Right. Then just go over the spring tournament. Akane was meant for much greater heights. She was that talented that she put in an ample effort to boot.
一番なんて想像しただけで燃えてきちゃいますね。
Yeah, but that's gonna be a tough journey to get there.
それでも目指すんですよね。
Naturally. No matter what hardships are waiting for us, we'll overcome them together. That's what I believe. Once we walked to different paths, we once walked different paths, but now we were walking the same path together. I'll reach the top together with you. Right now, that's my dream. I don't know what sort of world was waiting for us ahead. Let's see it together. Same place, together with the person I love.
私もです。私も先輩と一緒に一番になりたいです。
Well then, why don't we make our dreams come true together?
先輩、結構臭いこと言ってますよ。
I do.
あかねー。はい。それじゃあ。
Yeah, you're heading off. Akane could just keep running forward with a full focus. If it was to support her in that endeavor, we could do absolutely anything. And I knew that place we would finally reach together would be shining the most brilliant golden color. Be your coolest you and fire, fire, fire achievements unlocked. Be your coolest you is probably get all achievements, yeah. And it's the fucking CG of him wearing the fucking mustache glasses from Ayaka's round, of course. So yeah, now that I got that.
今日はここまでですね。お疲れ様でした。
Be patient. While I'm doing this, go ahead and have fun looking at this. By the way, I don't know why it's always the same. I had set it up. Hold on, let me actually just... properties. Slide mode, automatic. Randomized playback. Like, it should be randomized. At directory. BG. Added. Then get rid of the old BG. Actually get rid of both BGs. Then add directory. BG. Why am I doing this? I should be installing the R18 patch. Okay. There we go, now it starts. Yet it still keeps going with only that. I don't get it anymore. Who cares? Anyways, open up downloads. Downloads. Then go to Steam. I didn't mean to favorite it. Manage. Browse local files. Open Kinkoi GT-R18 DLC. And just... No, stop that. Just like, I don't know, put all of these in here. Okay, now we do that. Now we just open the game back up and get that off again. Oh, by the way, the next game is already planned in. Akatsuki no Goe. Probably should have mentioned that at the start of the video instead.
金色ラブリッ
And
チ
we
ェ
open the
ゴールデン
pens,
タイ
and
ム
we should immediately answer, yep, it's in here now. Which means, open the timestamps. We can also close this again, and delete the entirety of this. There we go. Now then, how's the censorship look? Perfect. Now then. What the fuck?
皆さんこんにちは。本 FD では露骨に出番が少ない島棟梁です。皆さんは if の世界を考えたことがありますか？あの時こうなっていたら今の自分は違う人生を生きていたんじゃないか。これはそんな奇妙な世界に紛れ込んでしまった一人の少女のお話です。
That's Michi Michimatsu Oro. It was the middle of October. Through a strange turn of events, I'd met a princess and wound up transferring to Noble Academy. I wonder if things will go smoothly at my new school. It had my heart racing.
if の世界だから若干テンションが違うね。
Don't fucking give me this, Reina. Hey, Reina.
おいおい、あたしらここが初対面のはずだろ。んな気安く来ると設定崩壊だぜ。
We met yesterday and you gave me candy, actually.
あ、そうだっけ。割と考えてんのね。ちなみに、ここからの流れ、前作のプロローグパートと若干流れとか違ってても、それは全部 if の世界だからってことで許してね。
Please and thank you!
ちょっとは静かにしてくれないかしら。これだから庶民は。
コンフィグ画面です。
I still hate that this is the highest opacity I can fucking get. She was drop dead gorgeous but kind of irritating. Obnoxious, offensive, but stupidly hot. Her hair was perfect too. It was on that note that we became acquainted, and a few days passed since I moved into the dorm.
はい。これが今日の食事です。
Thanks. I had reached my psychological limits. Due to harassment, I hadn't eaten anything decent for quite some time. I was out of my element, even at the dorm. Couldn't keep up at school either. And?
ねちねち。ねちねちねちよ。
Hold on, what? Let's just go back real quick.
ねちねちねちよ。ねちねちねち。
Fuck. That woman was aggressively naggy. Ah, this sucks. The mental health had reached its lowest possible point. This sucks. Got to know a princess and could have had an incredible future ahead of me. Can't believe I'm going through such hardships. Oh, right. I wasn't popular around this scene of the second half of the prologue, huh? Guess that's to be expected given how rough I have it. Ah, this sucks.
中でブツブツ独り言を言っているわ。気持ち悪い。あんな庶民、絶対認めない。絶対に追い出してやる。
Ha! A woman's hatred for commoners was abnormal. Wonder if a day will come soon where I can turn things around and go on the offensive. If I remember right, the third on Culture Day, was it? Me and it wrecks the embankment, we get locked on the dorm, and that's roughly when everyone in the dorm starts to accept me. For more details, play the later half of the previous installment's prologue. I hope Culture Day comes soon.
ちょいと 私が堤防を壊したわけじゃなくて、ラムネを抜いたのと同じタイミングで壊れたんです。
みんな
私とあなたはここが初対面ですわ。気安く名前を呼ばないこと。
Sorry.
お姉様がお呼びですわ。湖畔でお茶にしたいとのことです。
Oh, alright. One of our regular tea parties.
その最初の1回目です。いつものとか言わない。
Hold on, I think I'm supposed to bring Butamen to the first of those I go to.
そうでしたわね。どこですの、ブタメン。
Wait 1 minute. The box with the Butamen is in it isn't here!
はい
Crap, I forgot it at home.
イフの世界ってこんな変化？
This is bad. I need the Butamen right now, otherwise we won't be able to include the CG variant of Sylvie eating ramen. I really love that variant. What should I do?
メタ発言もそろそろおやめなさいな。
I know. I'll have my sister bring it over.
はい、もしもし、オーラくん？
Hey, so listen. This and that and the other thing happened and I forgot something.
はい、オーラくん、持ってきてあげたよ。
Thank you.
ここがオールくんの新しい部屋か。
Didn't you say I'll bring it over as in you'll go now? Why are you already here? Sorry, but I've got plans after this. Get after me. Nudge, nudge.
はい？ひどい。こんな時間に豚の一つのためにお使いに来てくれた妹に。
I'll pay you back. You do generally appear in all the routes except L's.
準
Funny
備はで
enough,
きまして。
it would be funny if that actually triggered his mode. No way, because it's pronounced similarly. Yeah, I'd better hurry off. I hopped out of the window and headed for the shore. Meanwhile,
もうオールくんたら、可愛い妹を大事にしないんだから。ポンスか。私がこの段階でここに来たことで、何かしら運命が変わるかもしれないのに。
Fump.
すいません。いえ、こちらこそぼーっとしてて。しまった。ぶつかった拍子にコンタクトが。はい？コンタクトレンズを落としたんですか？ええ。でも大丈夫。メガネがここに。
Do we get to see him? Russell.
そのぐるぐるメガネ、どこかで見覚えが。あーちゃん？私だよ。覚えてない？チーだよ。ほら、昔一緒に遊んだ。昔のことはあまり思い出したく。ちーちゃん？いちくんの妹のちーちゃん？そう。あーちゃんもノーブル学園だったんだ。これならオールくんが通ってても大丈夫だね。オールくんって。
Ah, yes! Fuck! Woo, that tea party with Sylvia was a major pick-me-up. She looked like she was gonna turn into a human popsicle, but I'm sure she would have been fine. I feel like I can give it my all from tomorrow on. Wow! I inadvertently yelped. I ran into my natural enemy the second I got back, so that was to be expected. I don't know why this all just feels like they decide, you know what, let's just like make a big game of it just for the fuck of it. So they're just putting on this massive pseudo play just because they're bored. That's how I'm going to fucking like rationalize this event. It's just like they just are very bored and decide, you know what, fuck it, let's just play this out just out of sheer boredom.
おかえりなさい。
Yeah. Huh? That was kind of an easygoing attack. My Chukusaki's face was red. But that was a deal. Metal Gear. That's how it started. Chukusaki's been acting really weird lately. She keeps looking at me and stopped constantly hurling insults at me.
Huh?
Well, everyone's opinion of me changed of what happened on Culture Day, and she couldn't overcome the course of events. Maybe that's it.
かもな。というわけでここでは、もしも彩香が早い段階で1の正体に気づいてたら、ルートをお送りします。
If that's how it goes, then are you really the same, Soma?
ようやく思い出したか。やれやれ。
Sorry, I heard from Sylvia earlier and it finally hit me.
しゃあねえよ。10年も前のことだし。ましてやシルビー絡みだ。あいつのせいで他が霞むのはしゃあねえ。
That's for sure. Sylvia left such a strong impression that it was like everything with my male friends slipped my mind.
うんうん。どうして男友達を思い出せない理由で俺を思い出せなかったかはともかく、納得した。ところで、思い出したのは俺のことだけ？
Yeah?
あーちゃんのこと覚えてるか？
Achan. Nope. Don't remember a single thing about her.
そうか。
It was weird since we do know.
だってさ。
Which is weird since we do know that he does remember her to at least an extent in one of the routes in base game. Namely, I think it is actually even Ria's routes. I think in Ria's route, when they're going through the time skip after the big event and right before the ending, which I feel like I should be allowed to mention here, but I'm not gonna do it out of fucking not being nice. The reason why she finds out is because he reminisces about Achan. And that's how she fucking heard and was like, what?
しょうがねえって。お前影薄かったし。
わかってるけど。
正直俺も思い出せてないとは言えない。なんかぐるぐるメガネが一人いたような記憶はおぼろげながらあるけど。
憧れの一君にようやく再会できたのに、名乗り出ることもできないなんて、悲劇だわ。そう。私たちは、運命が結ばれることを許さない、現代のロミオとジュリエット。
No, you just decided to be a bitch when you first met and it's biting you in the ass.
名乗れないわけは？
少年の腐った嫌がらせ女だとバレてるから。
Well, yeah.
ロミオに謝れ。ジュリエットには特にな。まあ、俺は応援はしない。つうか、あいつにはシルビーとくっついてほしいから、お前の背中を押す気はないけど、普通に言っちゃえばいいんじゃね？ずっとあなたが好きでしたって。
そんな、言えるわけないわ。
別に少年の腐った嫌がらせ女でも邪険にはされないって。あいつ黒髪とおっぱいがあれば多分落ちるから。
でも、あんな態度取っておいて、恥ずかしすぎる。
まあ、正体を知って急に態度変えたって分かったら、それでまた性格の悪さが露呈するわな。
今や全てが恥ずかしいわ。もう、彼のことを考えるだけで、お尻から火が出そう。
病気かな？
間違えた顔だった。
Or maybe I should actually click back on the game before trying to take a screenshot.
どういう間違いだ？
彼が一君だと分かってから、ずっとお尻が火がついたように熱くて。
病気だな。病院へ行け。 頭のだぞ。
どうしたらいいのかしら。
いや、お前星空を見上げて物思いにふけれるような立場じゃないぞ。
わかってるってば。
Several days later, I had more or less adjusted to my brand new life at Noble Academy.
最初のうち学園に馴染めるかどうか心配していましたが、問題なかったようですね。いや、問題大ありですね。どうされました市松殿。
Been in a weird funk lately.
おかしいですね。雷様のお話では部屋の衛生および栄養状態には特に問題なし、病気などはさらに以前に調べるはずですし。
It sounds like they're talking about a fucking dog they sent to the veterinarian.
夜ちゃんと眠れていますか？
That's the thing. I try to sleep, but lay there wide awake.
自律神経の乱れか。厄介ですね。沐浴はちゃんとしていますか？
I'm taking baths, if that's what you mean.
寝る前にスマホなど光の強いものを長時間使っては？
I do sometimes, but not every day.
適度な運動はしていますか？
I guess I haven't much lately.
しますか。
Go back to where you came from it first year. But it's nothing to do with my nervous system or anything. It's more like I'm wide awake because wide awake since I'm tense. Like someone's watching me constantly.
見張られているですか。ある意味市松殿の入っておられる寮は常に我々の監視下にはあります。雷様の護衛が必要ですので。
No, that's not it. I mean, I know Mina's guards are on watch when she comes. It's not some vague concept like someone's on watch. It's more like someone's constantly in my footsteps. Like I can hear breathing. Chiwasaki, what's up?
別にどうもしませんわ。マナコの席のそばに来ただけよ。新しいじゃがりこの味微妙だな。
Oh, I see. Guess you'd just come over to see your friends seated close by. Better not get in their way, more importantly. What should I do, El? Maybe it's a haunting or something like that. You think I should have an exorcism performed?
幽霊は専門外ですね。
イチ君の同じの匂い。
Here it is again. Sound of someone breathing. Hear this voice that goes, like some bloodthirsty animal is out to get me.
落ち着いてください。近くには私と城ヶ崎殿しかいません。
Yeah, you're right. It was a given, but there was no chance Okazaki was after.
少々神経過敏なようですね。今日は何か栄養のある夕食をご用意しましょう。いっぱい食べてリラックスして寝る。これに勝る医療はありません。
Sure.
御身の健康については我々に責任があります。こちらはお願いする立場です。よろしいですか？
If you'll do that for me, then of course. I was horribly exhausted, and it seemed Lady Luck was smiling on me today.
でね、じゃがりこはロングじゃダメなのよ。短くてさらっと食べれちゃうのもじゃがりこの魅力で。はあはあ、イチ君、はあはあ。聞いてるわやか。ごめんなさい。なんだった？イチ君がそばにいるとぼーっとしちゃって何も耳に入ってこないわ。カバリロさんと何か相談してたけど、なんだった？
How convenient. That night.
消化に良いリゾットを作りました。どうぞ。
When you said you'd have a pair, you meant your own home cooking?
言ってませんでしたか？
I figured you'd bring me some meal designed for sick patients, but this is 100 times better. Thanks for the
い
meal.
ただきまーす。
Why are you here?
なんかこの部屋に来ればうまいものが食べられる気配を感じてね。
問題ありません。ちゃんと人数分作ってあります。
で、なんで急にエルチンが通い妻なの？これもうエルチンルート入ってたっけ？
Commuter wife? Where? I don't see Saya. Nah, it isn't that. The other thing happened and I was worn out.
疲れてるのか。最近顔色悪いと思ったら。
I could use some comforting. Come on, you do some for me too.
お疲れな。癒された？
I'm frustrated how much it did.
頑張れな。
Damn it! I'll let it feel better now.
最後にドーピングとしてこれも進展しよう。じゃーん、コーヒー牛乳。
With risotto.
コーヒー牛乳。
相性はいまいち。今ごくらいかもね。でもいいよ、コーヒー牛乳は。疲れた時、気分がめいった時、体調悪い時、どんな時にも効く万能薬さ。冷蔵庫入れとくから。ほら、お風呂の後飲みな。
Thank you. Since she brought it with her, that had to mean she'd come here to give me a boost from the start.
新生活で疲れが来たんだよ。よく食べ、よく寝りゃすぐ良くなる。それまでの癒しは、うちらが付き合ってあげるから。
そうですね。何でもおっしゃってください。
あーしらはオーラの味方だよ。
あなたを苦しめるすべてのものからお守りします。
Why am I just getting a double dose of mama mode right now? So kind. It's had some extreme healing power all on its own. Thanks guys, it accept everything, including the coffee milk.
そうそう。この聖母レーナの100倍のヒーリング効果があるコーヒー牛乳、略して KG を信じろ。
I will.
あと、市松殿のお悩みは眠れないことなので、遅い時間にカフェインは良くないのでは？
あ、そっか。考えてなかった。
I don't mind, I'll probably take it.
では、いただきましょうか。
はーい。
All three of us put our hands together.
いただきます。
いちくんの様子がおかしいわ。
ストーカー被害にでも苦しんでんだろ。
いちくんは毎夜、だいたい7時12分から8時2分までの間に、この喫茶店に来て、適当にケータリングを物色し、夕飯を選ぶのを日課にしている。
Very precise.
けれど今日は、夕方5時44分に部屋に入って以降、一度も出てこない。
She really is just activating full stalker mode.
事件かしら？
そうだな。主に今俺の目の前でな。
最近のいちくんは、なんだか疲れている様子だわ。肌の張りや髪の色艶が日に日に衰えているの。ほら見て、この毎日の隠し撮り写真。事件かしら？
そうだな。その写真を持って警察に行けば一瞬で解決するかな。
心配だわ。何を悩んでいるのかしら。私に相談してくれればすぐに解決してみせるのに。
図らずも真理をついてる。
いちくんの言い分。やはり今考えられるのは風邪。誰かに移されたとか？
病気のやつがそばにいるのは確かだ。
おかしいわね。 部屋は毎晩彼が寝た後こっそり忍び込んで清潔に保てているか見たり、ゴミがあれば持ち帰るようにしているのに。
睡眠不足の理由が分かった。
If this is Ayaka, if she ever found out that he was Ichi, by fucking God, like fuck, she never found out.
心配だわ。
I guess it's more a case of it would be a problem if she found out before she warmed up to him over the course of tutoring him. Like, that step is most likely actually really fucking important. The fact that she warmed up to him beforehand. Because the whole reason why she's going insane like that is because she found out who Ichi, that Oro is Ichi. But she's acted like a bitch to him the entire fucking time. So now she actually can't reveal the fact that that's going on.
But お腹が空いて力が出ない。頭も働かないわ。
なんか食えば？
イチ君が何を食べているか調べないと。同じものを食べなくちゃ栄養になる気がしないし。
もう恋というか宗教のゾーンに入ってる気がする。
では、あとは温かいお湯にでも使ってゆっくりなさってください。
トラスト KG!
Just to let you know, coffee isn't spelled with a K.
あ、出てきた。
あの二人、なぜイチ君の部屋から？イチ君に無断で入ったわけ？ストーカーじゃないでしょうね。
もう突っ込むのがめんどい。んな心配ならもう普通に声かけりゃいいじゃねえか。最近疲れてるけど大丈夫かって。
無理よ！最初のうちから追い詰めてた私が今更手のひらを返すなんて。
全くその通りだ。あえて言うなら追い詰めてるのは最初のうちだけではないことかな。
いいのよ。私はそれだけのことをしたのだから仕方ないわ。でも彼が大切な幼馴染であることは変わりない。だから影から見守るだけでいい。彼が幸せな学園生活を過ごせるように幼馴染として影からそっと見守る存在でいたいの。
影からそっと見守るって言葉にこんな悪用の仕方があったとは。
というわけで今日もこっそり様子を探ってくるわ。お邪魔しまーす。
躊躇なくノックせずに入ったな。
Now then, I've finished cleaning up from dinner. Felt much better now. Might as well try to some of that KM time Rain recommended. Oops, first a bath.
お邪魔しまーす。ってあら？いないわ。シャワーの音？お風呂か。イチ君がお風呂。いえ、まあだから何ということもないけど。それよりも特に変わったところはないみたいね。食器が洗って置いてある。夕飯はもう食べちゃったか。食器は3人分。これじゃどれがイチ君の使ったものだかわからないわ。いえ、別に分かったから何をするわけでもないけど。まあ、イチ君に問題がないなら。あ、今日着ていた上着、置き方が雑だわ。仕方ないわね、イチ君たら。 うちの人ったら、私がいないと上着も脱げないのよ。うちの、旦那ったら、
Let's just document her slow descent into insanity.
なんでもない。私は正常よ。
No, you're not.
でもこれじゃ、脱いだものも雑に置いてありそう。ちょっと見た方がいいわね。いや、服のためにね。制服が傷んだりしたら、ノーブル学園じゃ悪目立ちしちゃうもの。そう。ちっ。お風呂のすりガラス、もうちょっと薄くてもいいのに。いちくんが脱いだものは、これね。やっぱり雑に洗濯かごに入れてある。ダメね、もう。繊維を傷めないようにしなくちゃ。こうして、こうして。パンツだ。何をしてるのよ、いちかったら。お風呂に入るとはいえパンツまで脱ぐなんて。私を誘っているの？やめて。私そんな軽い女じゃないのよ。落ち着きなさい、あやか。冷静じゃないわ。
You're not losing composure, you're losing your sanity!
ただパンツがあるだけじゃない。それだけよ。別に普通のことだわ。
I think I'm calling this part love of all sorts. Because quite clearly, this has shown off love of all sorts.
いちくんの脱ぎたてパンツがあるだけで、その、
Oh no.
ちょっとぬくもりが。
About time to get out. Ah, that was a great bath.
危なかった。間一髪逃げ出せたわ。いちくんのことなら、筋肉の動作音で、次にどんな動きをするか察せられる。私でなければ危なかったわね。私が部屋に入ったことは気づかれないはずよ。ほとんど何も触っていないし、服を畳んだのは不自然じゃない程度にだし、パンツはここにあるし。はぁ。ん？パンツを盗んでしまった何をやっているのよ、私ったら。こんな脱ぎたてのパンツを盗むなんて、そんな。これじゃ変態みたいじゃない。返しに行かなくちゃ。でも、どうやって？いきなりパンツ持って入っていったら誤解されちゃう。仕方ない。誤解されないためにも、今日はこのまま持ち帰って、洗濯は私がした上で、また日を改めてこっそりタンスに戻しておきましょう。誤解されないためにも。この計画は完璧だわ。なぜなら、彼のタンスなら、どこに何が入っているか完璧に把握しているもの。はあ、幼馴染としてそっと見守るのも大変ね。
You don't have the right to...
また誰かが夜空の使い方を間違えてる気がする。
ねえねえ、相馬くん、聞いてる？
はいはい。イチがなんだって？
最近元気がないみたいなの。今日もエルが心配していてね。でも、メンタル的なものだから何もできないって。オーロが自力で乗り越えるしかないって。でも、違うと思うの、私。原因は他にあると思う。
Sharp instincts there, Sylvia.
うん。原因は他にあるな。
だからね、こんな時こそ私たちでオーロを元気づけてあげようと思うの。
どうやって？
頑張れ、頑張
れ。悪くない。
Hold on. Oh, now they have color.
れ。
Fancy.
頑張れ、頑張れ。
Yeah, there we go.
相馬くんも協力してくれる？
別にそんなことしなくても、監視カメラ一つつけるように言えば解決すんだけど。ま、手伝えることがあれば言えよ。
The next day. It was a great morning.
なんだかさっぱりした顔ですね、先輩。
Slept like a log for a change. Ellen Rain has some intense healing powers. Feel like I could do anything right now. Even beat you in a race arc and fire! Dash!
負けませんよー。眠いわ。当然よね。だって昨日はもう。なんだかさっぱりした顔されてますわね。そうかしら。何せ昨日は一晩で70回の大記録を。いや、なんでもない。
How are you not a shriveled husk of a human being now? Were you like attached to a fucking IV while you did it?
パンツ、どうしようかしら。返すなら洗ってからよね。でも洗ったら価値が。いやいや、そうじゃなくて。早く返すのよ。別にあれは事故で持ってきちゃっただけで、私は価値なんてみじんも感じていないわ。昨日は何度もだけど、私は変態じゃないんだから、別に変なことはしてない。食べたり頭にかぶったりなんてしてないもの。ちょっと全身の穴という穴から出てきた体液で汚しちゃったけれど、これは洗濯すれば OK。全然おかしなことには使ってないわ。なぜどやっておられるのかしら。はぁ、先輩、やっぱり早いですね。
Since I'm a well-oiled machine today. I got back from a quick jog with Akane. Jokosaki was there. Speaking of, hadn't it been a while since I'd seen her? She'd been getting class at the door, but oddly hadn't had many opportunities to run into her recently. Run into didn't actually cut it. She hadn't even entered my line of sight. She deliberately staying behind me. Couldn't be. Considering who she was, I bet she had been intentionally avoiding me since she didn't even want to see my face.
汗だくですわね。ちょっと先輩と運動してきまして。はぁ、気持ちよかったです。先輩と汗かくの、私、大好きです。
Oh, instant murderous intent from Ayaka.
でも先輩ったら、ちょっと早いんですよ。あらあら、きっと可愛い茜が相手だから、ハッスルしたんですわ。
Hey, come on, it's kind of embarrassing.
だってあなた、普段私が相手の時はすぐ甘えてくるじゃありませんこと。もうダメだ。みなちゃんもっと優しくして。
Well.
そうなんですか。先輩かわいい？入れてもすぐに出てしまうんですのよ。情けないったらないですわ。私にはかっこいい先輩って感じなのにな。今もいっぱいに入れて最後まで優しくリードしてくれたんですよ。
Could you guys knock it off?
困ってますわ。責められると弱いのは共通のようですわね。先輩かわいいです。
I didn't mind me and Akane poking fun of me, but Jokosaki was terrifying as she was. She had to hate that I was even getting along with the girls from the dorm.
随分と仲がおよろしいようで。
Do you think so?
どうせなら、私とも仲良くしてほしいものですわね。あら、気に入りませんか？この子たちとは仲良くできても、私とは嫌と？あらあら、先輩、逃げちゃった。
3番目以降の愛人でもいいって言ったのに拒否されちゃった。
That was horrifying. Hadn't been conscious enough of Chokusaki. And it was still a great morning, though. Got plenty of sleep and was in an awesome mood. For whatever reason, I didn't even sense those clingy eyes on me at the moment either. Great morning for sure.
お兄ちゃん、おはよ
What's with you, Ria?
う。えへへ、どうもしないよ。あのね、リア、お兄ちゃんにはいつでも元気でいてほしいんだ。だから今日は、ブレイク
She froze.
タイムってことだよ。ちょっと待て。
Beep, boop, beep, boop, beep.
はい、もしもし。なに、相馬くん。お前にもらった脚本ダメだ。こんなん言えるか。昨日はやってくれるって言ったじゃない。相馬くんだって、オーラには元気になってほしいでしょ。それは、そうだけど。だいたいなんで指示だけしといててめえはいねえんだよ。ごめんなさい。仕事からうまく抜けられなくて、2時間くらいで行けるから、それまで相馬くん一人で繋いでおいてくれるかしら。2時間ってこんなアホなこと2時間も。
Ria!
怒った。落ち着けイチ。俺は別にお前をバカにするつもりはなくてだな。すべてはシルビーという天然の邪悪に言われたことで、お前が訴えると言うならこちらには協力する用意が。
Oh, you! Squeeze, squeeze. What the? Call me Oni-chan. I don't know. He's such a cutie.
怒ったんじゃないのな。てか嬉しくてあんな大声出す男ってそっちの方が怖いけど。とにかく、全部シルビーの差し金だ。俺はもう降りるから、これ以上はシルビーに。
You're so adorable, hug. Good, good. I'll be your Oni-chan just for the day, so you can always depend on me.
イチ、俺は別に。
It's not Ichi, though.
お兄ちゃん。
Very good, but. Ria, what do you want to do? You can tell your Oni-chan anything.
じゃあ、頭もっと撫でて、お兄ちゃん。
Will do.
はい、わかりました。では。めんどくさいわね。
彩香、お出かけ？
ええ。鳴沢って俳優がどうしても会いたいって言うから、局の兼ね合いもあって接待してくるわ。
Oh, the incense again.
いけない。2時間と言いつつ3時間もかかっちゃった。着替えの時間も惜しんできたけれど、行き来の時間も含めたら、相馬くんから電話が来て4時間も経っているわね。4時間前の時点で乗り気じゃなかったけれど、この4時間、2人は何をしていたのかしら。こんにちは。お兄ちゃん。
What is it, Ria?
お兄ちゃん、リアのこと好き？
Of course I love you.
リアもお兄ちゃんのこと好き？
Squeeze!
ぎゅー。
What the fuck is happening?
あのね、お兄ちゃん。リア、またさっきみたいに、ギュギュー、なでなで、チュチューってしてほしいな。
With pleasure here, squeeze, squeeze. Rubby rub. And smooch, smooch. Whoops. Ria bolted off of my lap.
シルビーいつから？てかなんだ、早かったな。 2時間かかるとか言ってたけど、まだ5分くらいだろ。
体感時間って不思議ね。
5分！お前の言った通り、イチのことは元気づけといたぞ。
What was Sylvie's plan?
そうだ。ここまで全部シルビーの台本だ。俺の意思は1ミリも含まれてない。
オーロはお兄ちゃんって呼ばれると元気が出ると聞いてやってみたの。元気出たかしら？
Felt fine at the start, but this just amplified it tens of thousands of times more. Thank you for the gift, Sylvie.
よかった。それにしてもオーロ、本当にお兄ちゃんと呼ばれると元気になるのね。
Yeah.
じゃあ、もっと元気になって、お兄ちゃん。ダメ？
Oh, you squeeze! Whenever does your nature fell down?
お兄ちゃんにはいつも元気でいてほしいんだもの。
Oh, you have so cutie, nuzzle nuzzle.
さっきまでは俺の場所だったのに。
相馬くんは来ないの？
行かねえよ、バカらしい。そんなお遊び、別に。
And...
まったくもう。
あれ？彩香もう帰ったの？
怪しげなバーに行こうとうるさいから、ひっぱたく前に帰ってきたの。最近人気が落ちて、利用価値もない男だしね。なんか変なお香をお土産にもらったけれど、どうしようかしらこれ。
どれ？あ、これちょっと前ネットでバズってたやつじゃん。
そうなの？
カップル御用達のお香でね、これつけてエッチするとすごく燃えるっていろんなとこで言われてた。
メゴ、マストでそういう情報は集めまくってるよね。
うっさいわい。いつどこで出会いがあってもいいよう備えてるんじゃい。
カップル御用達のお香？
まあでも、彩香には必要ないよね。
そうね。でも、どんな香りかだけは興味があるかも。もともとほら、アロマキャンドルとか好きだし、ちょっとだけ火をつけてみようかしら。
それでですね、ヨガを始めてみようと思うんです。
柔軟ですの？
ファイヤーって口から火が吹けるようになったら素敵だと思いませんか？
You're not fucking dulcim.
手足が伸びてしまう危険があるからおやめなさいな。あ、城ヶ崎先輩、お帰りなさいです。
火をつけるものってあるかしら？
私のハートでよければ。
マッチがありますわ。
ありがとう。
あ、お香ですの？マッチはあっても灰の受け皿がありませんわよ。
それもそうね。よし、そこの部屋で適当なお皿を借りてくるわ。ああ、偶然にも市松さんのお部屋じゃない。
お皿なら喫茶店で借りればいいんじゃ。
行ってきますこんにちは。
お兄ちゃん大好き。
Your pose is cute as much as much.
お兄ちゃんにチューされるの好き。
なでなでも好き。
You got it, Pat Pat.
キャラ設定が崩壊しているわ。サガプラにバグ報告を送らないと。
Shigasaki, you need something?
城ヶ崎先輩、お香用のお皿見つかりました？
I want an ash. You want to trade a place that incense in? I've got that cup where you use it as an ashtray over there. You can use it.
はい。失礼しました。
何かありまして？
何があったのかしら。とりあえず、あの二人を自分に置き換えてしてこよう。
Enjoy some pleasurable masturbation or defy fate. This will, of course, I'm just gonna Oh no, they're smelling.
なんか変な匂いする。
Yeah. Did Ozagi leave the incense behind? It was left lit. Its aroma made me feel kind of funny. So, but I was gonna put it out. Put out the incense. Foop. Sylvie fell powerlessly onto the fell back powerlessly onto the bed.
シルビー、どうした？すげえ汗だけど。
なんだか体が熱くて。
そういや、俺も。
Same here. What's this feeling? My body was on fire and all fuzzy.
なんだか変な気分。
Yeah, this is H scene now, so I'm just gonna. So they're done fucking now. I'm only going to show the bot. She messed up big time.
あんな怪しげな子を置きっぱなしにしたら、あの3人が大変じゃないの。止めるのよ、綾香。手遅れになる前に。
And she goes in.
失礼します。
She just says excuse me and that's it.
ほら、チュッチュッ。
Nothing
俺
makes sense
も
anymore.
チュッチュ。
And now you too, that tickles.
相馬くんにも。
失礼しました。なんてこったい。全部あのお香のせい。私のせいだわ。ああ、私ったらなんてことを。
はい、どうも。突然お邪魔します。世界の鳴沢です。あ、いた、城ヶ崎さん。さっき渡したお香だけど、鳴沢、間違えて普通の線香渡しちゃったみたいなんすよ。まあ、毒にも薬にもならないものだから、単純に夏の風物詩的に楽しんで。じゃあね、バイビー、鳴沢でした。
What?
あのお香はただの線香？じゃあ、あの3人は、どうして。
あの3人を結びつけたものは何だったのでしょうか。過去の絆、その場の勢い、3P 希望という大いなる何かの声。
Some grander calling to have a threesome.
答えは奇妙な世界の中にあるのでしょう。てんててん。
ちょっと待て
いててててて。何
Let me just like drag him through the fourth wall. Actually, would it be the third wall? Since it's still inside the game.
これ、綾香アペンドルート。私ただのストーカーで終わってるじゃない。
それはあなたの責任ですよね。
野球バカのくせにまともなことを。
綾香ルートのおまけかと思ったら全然関係なかった。奇妙な世界はこんなところにも広がっているのです。ではまたいつかお会いしましょう。
え？本当に終わり？このまま？じゃあ本ルートの方よろしく
You can't play this without having beaten the main route, though, I thought. Why would she say see you in the main route? Anyways, what the fuck is that the 5 fate option about? The 5 fate. Whoops. I'm just pulling this up just for a sec.
違う！一体何をしているの？お香も部屋に置いてきてしまったし、このままじゃ3人が大変なことに。とにかく、急いであれを回収しないと。 そう。この匂い、間違いないわ。もらったお香がもう部屋中に充満してる。きっともうこの様子じゃ。
Up, she says. Ria and Kuruskan will be with each, Ayaka says. And do you think they would let me join them, Ayaki says. Ah, Ayaka says, picturing a baby ooze, Ayaka says.
でも、おかしいわね。思ってたより部屋が静かというか、てっきりもっとムンムンとした感じになっていると思っていたのだけど、どうなっているのかしら。そろそろ。あら？イチくんしかいないの？リアとクルスクラウンさんはどこに？それにしてもイチくん、やっぱりこうして見ると昔のようにかっこいいままなのね。それなのに私ったら気づかずに、あの頃とは違って体もがっしりしてて、今あの腕で抱きしめられたらどうなってしまうんでしょう。お尻がうずいて、いた！段ボールに足を。
Oh, you came back.
いちくんがこっちに？
Oh, it's you, Jokozaki.
はい。
Need something? We looked for Sylvie and Ria. They said something about feeling hot and headed to Ria's place.
そうなんですか。私はそのお香が気になって。
Oh, this. Like, is this thing? I started feeling hot after lighting it.
これは、勢いに任せてなら、イチくんと。ちょっと貸してくださいます？
Sure. What? Hey.
何？この甘ったるい香り。体がとろけてしまって。腰が。これがあのお香の効果なの？頭がふわふわして。私、もう、我慢できない。
Seemed today was chock full of crazy scenarios. It was a shocker when Sylvie and Ria idolized me as their Oni-chan too, but... Yep, skipping the H scene. They done with the Smexy. Mood turned heavy. Regardless of how much longer I'd waited after, it showed no signs of waking up. Jokozaki was a total mess from sweat, and otherwise I let her take a shower. Neither of us knew how to break the ice, so we remained silent for some time. I had no intention of pinning the blame on her. After all, everything we'd done was entirely my fault. But I was curious about Jokozaki's behavior. Although she looked away, she kept stealing glances at me. Where did all this charming behavior come from all of a sudden? It would have been much easier if she were the same harsh and angry woman she always was. Yeah, what's up?
私、あなたに伝えないといけないことがあるの。
Sure, say whatever you like. Did I come to this? There was nothing else I could do. I would just resign myself to accepting whatever punishment Jokozaki doled out.
イチくん。
Huh?
イチくん。なのよね。昔、ちーちゃんやトウリョウくんとよく一緒に遊んでた。
Huh? Hold on a second, how do you know that? It also struck me that she called me each in the middle of sex, too. Jokozaki-Ayaka. Jokozaki-Ayaka. Ayaka. Couldn't be.
ごめんなさい。私、今までひどいことをしてしまって、こんなことを言って、今さら信じてもらえるかはわからないけど、私今までずっと、イチくん、あなたのことが、
Fade to white.
てれれってれ。おやおや。抑えきれぬ思いが暴走して大変なことをしてしまいましたね。毒にも薬にもならない ただの線香だったのですが、いやはや思い込みの力というのはすごいものですね。
Placebo's one hell of a drug.
さて、思いを伝えたことでこれから2人はどんな関係になっていくのでしょう。そのまま付き合うことになってゴールインするのか、それとも小悪委員長へのお仕置きタイムが始まるのか。その答えは奇妙な世界の中にあるのでしょう。てんててんてんてん。
So what the fuck was any of that? Weird. Oh wow. Like I said, so yeah, maybe I should actually start the outro first, and then go with the, like I said. But yeah, either way. That is the entirety of Golden Time. I fucking adored it. The routes they added were fucking fantastic. Comedy for Ayaka, genuine, like, actually, like, really adorable romance for Mina, and making me depressed with Ria again. But this time, they decided to do the CBT with the proper aftercare. So it was actually okay. That was a terrible joke. Because by that logic, regular Ria route is a CBT without the aftercare, aka just torture. Either way, but yeah, fucking the pen story was goddamn fucking manic. Like, Jesus Christ. But yeah, like I said, the next one is gonna be Akatsuki no Goe, which is gonna be a fan translation. So, no actual link down in the description for that one where you can get the game. But yeah, that's that. Hope you guys enjoyed this one, and see you next time. Bye bye. Perfect timing to end it. So I literally just finished the fucking append thing, and I opened the fucking CG thing, and suddenly I get like this fucking play-by-play of CGs. I'm gonna just like quickly do this. So check Ria's CGs, and it has this H scenes CGs in there. Or no, it actually does not. Weirdly enough, that's a CG I ever fucking saw. Is it an Ayaka's then? Nah, it isn't. Weird. Is it Sylvie's? It should be in Sylvie's, since she was involved. Last fucking isn't. That's not a CGI we saw in the actual one. CG should be here somewhere. Is it in others? Oh, it is in others. Okay. So basically, it showed another like fucking camera roll of like the different CGs with Ria. Stuff like showing off this one, showing off this one again, showing off this one. Like went past them and ended off on this one again. Before moving back to this one and showing like this variation and her looking at it, saying like, see, there's no need for tears. That was probably meant to be viewed like right after you finish the true ending, quite frankly, most likely. But god fucking damn it, how dare you do this? I don't need the H scene memory. Character portraits. Give me L. Why not? Stamps? What's stamp? Oh, that. Idiot. Idiot. Hey, you can do some bullshit with this. Oh, there's all the... You know what? Hold on, let me just... Is there like a clear all button? Reset. Oh, hold shift. There we go. Let's just look at all the chibi art. Okay, there's this one. Let's just move her over. Let's move her over. Let's move her here. Let's move her here. That's... Fuck, I put her twice. Be gone. Be gone. Let's move her over a bit. Move her over a bit. Move her over a bit. We gotta fit all of them on the screen after all. This is fucking adorable. Look at her. We got... we already have Akane. Be gone. Then we got Ayaka. Kamina. Of course, giving us shit. And Maria. Then just Kyoro-chan twice. The truth of this game was Kyoro-chan all along. What the fuck am I doing? Turn the screen. But yeah. Just decided to show those after everything is fucking over and done with. I guess. Either way, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. For real this time. I'm gonna have to censor just because of that bullshit. Anyways, bye. And bye-bye.